Yeah, Greg, everything that we've seen in Leavenworth shows just how intense and brutal that storm was. So this is that tree that fell onto this house behind me. And just to give you an idea for size, I'm 5'3", and this root system is nearly double my height. And the homeowner says she is so thankful that she and her dog were not home when this happened. Leavenworth is getting back up.
And very, very lucky.
After some very
As big as this tree is.
Close calls.
Yeah, I know it could have been worse.
This massive tree that once stood proudly in Michelle Luter's front yard came crashing down onto her home Wednesday night.
Yeah, I would have been sitting there with my dog.
Luckily, neighbors called and asked her to come over.
The temperature, literally, like we felt it raise like to 70 degrees. It got very warm, very fast. And then you could just see what was almost like, I don't know, a hurricane, like a bomb cyclone, something, I don't know.
The storm knocked out power for 2 days, toppling trees, crushing cars, and damaging homes.
Here's your Christmas tree. You wanted a Christmas tree? I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
Neighborhoods north of town,
Not like this.
took the hardest hit.
A bunch of smashed cars throughout the residential area, and you'll see tons of houses that were damaged by tree falls.
The damage was compounded by the closure of Highway 2, cutting off a major route into town and making it harder for both cleanup crews and customers to get in. Downtown, the Bavarian Core escaped with minimal damage. This weekend, the lights and festivities are back on, but business owners say the impact still stings.
Our biggest month is December. In fact, it was sort of an unlucky incident that the biggest week is typically the second week of December, and that's the week the power went down because all the grandmas and families are in town buying toys for Christmas.
I'm okay, my dog's okay, and that's all that matters to me.
Back at her home, Michelle says what happened here is big, but the response and support is bigger.
I know that we'll be okay and that everyone will help us because everyone helps each other.
And they actually had to use a crane to get the tree off of the roof. That's where that tarp is that you see there. So they'd use a crane to get this off. But again, you can still see the big mess here, and it's going to take a while before this homeowner can actually stay here again. She says there's cracks everywhere, and it actually shifted her home. And as we mentioned in the piece, city events are back on for this weekend, but officials say this is a watch and wait situation because the weather could make that difficult and things could change pretty quickly. Back to you guys.